Employees at last. The safety of our beautiful city involves everyone. And with that in mind, I wish to remind you of the policy governing us all. First, as an employee, you have many rights balanced by a number of obligations. All employees are...
I'm bored. I fiddled around with the Sky City enclosed environmental protocols for a while, but they shut down the whole system after the blizzard. Hey, I have an idea. You can help me access the metagrid.
The what?
The metagrid. It's part of the grid, but only accessible by corporate families. It consists of information and communication too sensitive to risk propagation on the regular grid.
How do we access it?
I've mapped out geolocational weaknesses in the metagrid encryption. If you could tap into those nexus points, I can assemble them to get full access.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Just go to locations I've marked for you and I'll handle the rest. Once you breach the first point, their safety protocols will race to shut you out. You need to reach all the points before that happens.
Okay, I got it. I think.
Black November has claimed responsibility for the bombing of the Bubble Mall, and I wanted to personally guarantee you that Kruger's Next will not rest until the perpetrators are found and dealt with. I will not stand by.
Remember, once you activate the first point, the firewalls will try to shut you out. And that's bad. You'll just have to be faster than they are.
Some are blaming the runners.
But why would you bum the bauble?
Exactly, Plastic. You get it.
This is happening because of you. You started this.
Get your ego out of this, Noah!
What the hell are you even talking about? Nice job on the bauble, by the way. Winning the employees, huh? You're a damn psychopath, Rebecca. You always were.
Let me tell you something. If you ever took a stance on anything, Noah, I might care about your opinion. Contact me when you come to your senses. That is, if it happens before Kruger catches up to you. Faith, you've grown. Barely out of prison and already stirring things up? Your parents would be proud.
They were talking about Elysium. Whatever it was you stole from there.
Who was that?
Rebecca Thane.
The leader of Black November. She knew my parents.
Yeah, we were all part of the same group before. Anyway, Rebecca was always a breed apart. She thinks she can change the world by blowing it up. Faith, she wanted the Omnistat drive. The blueprint on it.
Why not give it to her?
Because in her own way, she's as dangerous as Gabriel Kruger. Reflection's obviously more than the conglomerate will admit, and I have a feeling Rebecca should be kept away from it.
Good, because I was going to offer it to Dogen.
I tell you well, didn't I? Not to take sides.
I do take sides. Our side. See ya.
Faith.
What?
Never mind. I'll see you soon.
I have a job for you. Runner, I have a job for you.
No need. Let her in. Faith. To think you should humble me with a visit.
I'm sorry, I should have come sooner.
Far be it from me to judge. It's not like you owe me anything.
Look, about that, I've got something to square my debt with.
Don't be crude. I haven't seen you in 2 years and already you're talking about debt. Come. Machines make perfect food. But perfection is boring. It's the imperfections that truly make something unique. And so I like to occasionally introduce a human touch. A little imperfection.
You still have it. I thought...
I'd get rid of it. I almost did. You made me very angry, Faith. One could almost say it's your specialty, considering the extent to which you've recently aggrieved Mr. Kruger. He is out for runner blood. Whatever it is you stole from him must be very valuable.
It's the blueprint for reflection.
Ah, then you have it with you.
Not right now, but...
Then we will discuss your debt when you do. In the meantime, I believe a show of good faith is in order. Pardon the pun. Anansi have been remiss with their payments. A little human touch should set them straight.
All right, I get it. What do you need?
Go to the Anansi Emporium. I will update you along the way.
nearby, you will need proper tools. I left you a little something in storage. It should help you reach the top of Anansi. Handle with care. I have something extra in mind for Anansi. I'll tell you more when you reach the tower. We have some catching up to do, Faith. Perhaps we can have dinner when we've settled our transaction. Yes, dinner it is. I'll prepare something special. And how is Noah doing these days? Still scraping by, I imagine? Like a righteous employee? This is a shared channel, Dogen. I know. So you're sending her on another one of your little errands. She will demonstrate to Anansi what it means to default on one's debts. A suitable task, don't you think? Yeah, very subtle. How about the item we have for you? I have something extra in mind for Anansi. I'll tell you more when you reach the tower. We have some catching up to do, Faith. Perhaps we can have dinner when we've settled our transaction. Yes, dinner it is. I'll prepare something special. And how is Noah doing these days? Still scraping by, I imagine? Like a righteous employee? This is a shared channel, Dogen. I know. So you're sending her on another one of your little errands. She will demonstrate to Anansi what it means to default on one's debts. A suitable task, don't you think? Yeah, very subtle. How about the item we have for you? It should be more than enough. I will investigate the potential value of your proposition. But first things first. Just remember, Faith, Dogen looks to himself first. Ah, that hurts Noah. And it's also not true. We should have veal, Faith. Have you ever had veal? Most midcasts go through their entire lives without ever tasting real meat. Or perhaps you're a vegetarian. I make an exquisite risotto. Or maybe we'll have duck. I'm expecting a shipment from Cascadia Prime any day now. Oh, and you're not invited, Noah. I'd rather have dinner with Gabriel Kruger. I admit that reflection intrigues me. The family certainly spare no expense in promoting it. And yet no one will say what it actually is. Don't you want to count the grid, Dogen?
The safety protocol just activated. Go get the others safe. Quickly. You're doing good, Faith. Only a few left to go, and I'll have access. That's it! You did it! Plenty of juicy stuff here. I'll make sure you get a share of the script for this, Faith.
I have something extra in mind for Anansi. I'll tell you more when you reach the tower. so we can have dinner when we've settled our transaction? Yes, dinner it is. I'll prepare something special. And how is Noah doing these days? Still scraping by, I imagine? Like a righteous employee? This is a shared channel, Dogen. I know. So you're sending her on another one of your little errands. She will demonstrate to Anansi what it means to default on one's debts. A suitable task, don't you think? Yeah, very subtle. How about the item we have for you? It should be more than enough. I will investigate the potential value of your proposition. But first things first. Just remember, Faith, Dogen looks to himself first. Ah, that hurts, Noah. And it's also not true.
Riding on this package. Anyway,